Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're slicing into the powerful lessons from Dr. Spencer Johnson's classic parable, Who Moved My Cheese? We're going to break down how this super short story gives us a surprisingly effective blueprint for dealing with pretty much any of life's biggest curveballs. So let's jump right in. The entire book really boils down to this one simple but powerful idea. What if you could change your perspective, and by doing that, change your reality? Let's see how this little story has helped millions of people do exactly that. You know, the real magic of this story is just how simple it is. It uses two main metaphors that, well, they basically represent the landscape of our lives and the goals we're all chasing. Okay, so first up, you've got cheese. And no, we're not just talking about cheddar or Swiss here. Cheese is a symbol for anything we want in life that we think will make us happy. It could be a promotion at work, a new house, or even just a sense of well-being. Basically, it's whatever you define as success. And where do we look for our cheese? Well, that's inside the maze. The maze is, the world we live in, our jobs, our communities, our families. It's the complex, sometimes confusing world we have to navigate to find the things we want. Okay, now this is where it gets really good. The story gives us four characters who are meant to represent the different parts of ourselves, especially how we react when things don't go according to plan. So we have two mice, Sniff and Scurry, and two little people, Hem and Haw. Sniff is that gut feeling, our intuition that senses things are about to change. Scurry is just pure action, no overthinking, just go. Then you've got Hem. He's the part of us that just hates change, digs in his heels, and denies reality. And finally, there's Haw. He's the one who shows us the path forward, representing our ability to learn and adapt. As we go through this, ask yourself, which one of these sounds most like you right now? So for a while, everything's perfect. All four of them find this huge stash of cheese at a place they call Cheese Station C, and life is good. I mean, it's predictable, it feels safe, they're convinced this cheese is going to last forever. They found their happy place. But, of course, the book is called Who Moved My Cheese for a reason, right? That stability, it's just an illusion. And the one thing they weren't expecting, well, it happens. They show up one morning, and boom, it's just gone. The very thing that made them feel so happy and secure has completely vanished. And this is that moment of truth, where you see who they really are. And this is where you see this huge split in how we all can react to change. The mice, Sniff and Scurry, they're not even that surprised. They kind of saw it coming, noticing the supply was getting low. So what do? They just put on their running shoes and head right back into the maze. But Hem and Haw, they are completely floored. They get angry, they start complaining. They're just stuck, paralyzed by disbelief and fear. And that quote right there, that's pure Hymen. It's that little voice inside all of us that feels like a victim when things change. It's the part that wants to point fingers and complain instead of just dealing with a new reality. But the real hero of this story, the one who shows us the way out, is Haw. He starts off just as stuck as Hem, but his journey, that's where we find the real lessons. So Haw, he starts to get it. He realizes that standing around and complaining isn't going to magically bring the cheese back. He knows he has to go back out into that scary maze, even though he is absolutely terrified of what he might or might not find. And this question is everything. It is the absolute core of the entire book. It's like a key that unlocks you from that paralysis. By imagining what he'd do without fear, he's able to finally take that first terrifying step into the unknown. So as he's making his way through the maze, Haw starts scribbling what he's learning on the walls. It's like he's leaving a roadmap for himself, and maybe for him if he ever decides to follow. And this first lesson is huge. The longer you cling to something that's gone, the longer it takes to find something new. And here's the crazy part, the thing he didn't expect. He finds out that the fear of the unknown was way, way worse than the reality. Just the act of moving forward, of taking back control, it's freeing. It's so much better than just sitting around in a place with no cheese. And guess what? His courage totally pays off. He eventually finds Cheese Station N, and it's filled with all kinds of new, even better types of cheese. And who's already there? Sniff and Scurry, of course. It just goes to show you, new opportunities are always out there, but you have to be willing to get past your fear and actually go look for them. Okay, so this brings us to the big takeaway, the summary that Haw writes on the wall of Cheese Station N. It's called The Handwriting on the Wall, and it's basically a 6-step guide for dealing with any kind of change.
It's all about accepting the change as a fact of life, trying to see it coming, adapting fast, and hey, maybe even learning to enjoy the ride.
And look, this isn't just some cute story for kids. This is a real deal mental model that people in businesses use all the time. I mean, take the NBC sportscaster who was suddenly reassigned to cover sports he knew nothing about. Instead of resisting, he realized his cheese had been moved, and he adapted. His career didn't just survive, it thrived. On the flip side, think of those old encyclopedia companies that refused to embrace the internet. They clung to their old cheese, and, well, where are they now? This little parable gives us a common language to talk about change and turn it from something scary into a real opportunity.
So this all boils down to one simple, unavoidable fact. Your cheese, your job, your relationships, your life as you know it is going to move. That's a guarantee. The only real question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to be a hem, paralyzed by fear, or are you going to be ready to laugh at yourself, put on your running shoes, and move with it?